Very good.
May I ask, is it already seen in your screen? In the
Yeah,
screen? All right.
yeah.
All right. All right. So, good afternoon, Prof. Herman and our friends. Today, here from Group One, we would like to explain about the current and emerging trends in the formulation and manufacture of nutraceuticals and functional food products. Group One is consists of me, Feni Mutiara, Haris Bimo, and Shahnas Ramadini. For the table of contents, we will explain about the overview, classification, and benefits of nutraceuticals and functional food, and then production of nutraceuticals and functional food, and then current formulation trends and the modern marketplace. For the introduction, in the last few decades, we know that foods have shifted from substance consumed merely to quell hunger or provide needed nutrients for normal cellular function to substance that can potentially promote health and wellness and particularly reduce risks of disease. And then these foods are frequently referred as nutraceuticals and or functional food. Yeah. Okay, maybe Mbak Shanas can continue.
Okay, the first one, overview, classification, and benefit of nutraceuticals and functional food. Next. There is no universal definition of nutraceuticals or functional foods as they vary between countries and markets. All foods generally function because they provide the nutrients and energy to sustain, grow, and support cellular processes. Functional foods, however, are generally considered to go beyond the provision of basic nutrients by potential offering additional benefits such as reducing disease risk or promoting optimal health for consumers. A study presents the annual meetings of American Institute for Cancer Research in Bethesda, Maryland, United States on 7 November 2013 show a correlation between a poor diet and the risk of premature death caused by inflammation-related health conditions. The study's samples include 10,500 people who were followed from 1987 to 2003. Of the 259 participants who died at the end of the study period, 30 died of gastrointestinal cancer. Study shows the participants who lived on poor diet were 4 times more likely to die from GI tract cancer as the result of poor diet that caused inflammation than participants who ate plant-based diet that claimed to be anti-inflammatory in the GI tract. Next. So this is the table 1.1, some definition of functional food. As the table 1.1 show, the definition of functional foods depends on demographics and designs regulatory authorities involved. The wide variety of different ingredients used in the formulation of functional foods helps explain the endless choice to combination available in market. Casually look any supermarket will contain the many different product categories available in subsectors, including solid food, beverage, and supplements, which are growing every day. More than 5,500 new types of this product have been introduced to the Japan market since 1989. The birthplace of functional foods and 537 products worth $6.3 billion have been great for sure. Next. Modified foods are those that have been enriched, enhanced, or fortified to have increased health benefits by adding bioactive substances such as phytochemicals or other antioxidants, such for include omega-3 and enriched egg yogurt with live beneficial bacteria cultures, calcium provide orange juice, fully enriched bread, and energy bars. Medical foods are those that serve specific medical purpose and those for dietary use, including products such as lactose-free milk and gluten-free bread. Some of these distinctions provide another basis of classification functional food actions in table 1.2. So this is the table from categories of functional food. Next. Tables 1.3 and 1.5 provide a list of some source and components of food and food ingredients report to have potential health benefits. So this is the table from 1.3 and 1.4. Next. Primary metabolism, which includes amino acids, nucleic acids, and PFAs, are required for normal health, growth, and development, while secondary metabolites such as carotenoids, terpenoids, and alkaloids are synthesized in specialized cell types under specific conditions. Apart from their role when live in dairy, non-dairy products to improve the quality of intestinal microflora and GI health, some generally recognized as safe microorganisms may be in direct source by highly yield nutraceuticals and functional ingredients. In addition to potential health benefit of nutraceuticals and functional foods, their production can also support economic development as well as a way for some producers to diversify their agricultural and marine-based product offering. Next. So this is the characteristic and properties of select bioactive ingredients. Bioactive protein and peptides, PUFA, fiber, phenolics, prebiotics, and prebiotics are some of main active ingredients. Table 1.3 and 1.4 contained in functional foods and nutraceutical formula. These compounds are purported to provide diverse health benefits and are believed to interfere with pathogenesis of several diseases, including but not limited to GI inflammation, carcinogenesis, hypertension, CVD, developmental disorders, brain and cognitive disabilities, and aging. Functional food and nutraceutical may also contain inert components or excipients as part of the formula, while active ingredients in component that provide the actual benefit. The inert component is primarily a carrier that helps deliver the active ingredients to target. These inert ingredients can enhance the unsuitability of product to provide benefits such as masking as unpleasant taste or taste. Table coated or wax, or making the table resistant to stomach acid so that it only disintegrates in the right place as the result of action enzymes or alkaline pH. Other examples of inert ingredients used in food formulation including surfactants, stabilizer gums, emulsifier, and colorants. Next. So this is the table for the nutrient composition of some raw nuts. Maybe it will be continued with Haris.
Uh, Bioactive proteins and peptides. In addition to the dispensable and indispensable amino acids that proteins provide for structural and biological functions to sustain life, their potential health benefits beyond basic nutrition have been reported. Plants like soybean, wheat, and other cereal grains and legumes and animals like milks, eggs, other dairy products are important food source of protein with encrypted biological activities. Tables 1.6 that about the protein content of common edible legumes show some plant protein source and their estimated protein content, which can vary markedly. Next, many food proteins have been used as precursor of bioactive peptides, which may be released upon hydrolysis during GI digestion by the digestive of microbial enzyme or by fermentation of ripening during food processing with isolated or microbial enzyme. These bioactive peptides may exert a wide variety of beneficial biological function in the body, uh, including, for example, regulating serum cholesterol and hypocholesteremic effect through binding of bile acid. Eliminating bile acids may increase cholesterol metabolism and help reduce cholesterol level in the blood. Bioactive hydrolyzed and peptides may also produce inhibitory effects against angiotensin converting enzyme by inhibiting the conversion of angiotensin. Tumor-potent vasoconstrictor angiotensin II with possible blood pressure lowering effects. Peptides bioactivity can be influenced by protein source, chemical composition, degree of hydrolysis, and the type of proteolytic enzyme used. Hydrolyzed protein exhibit higher digestibility and absorption compared to whole protein and thus creates a new functional food source. Next, Lenny. PUFAS. The role of specific FAS in human health is still highly debated. The basic function of fats in structure, membrane metabolism, and gene expression are widely known. The American Heart Association recommends that 25 to 35% of daily total calories be obtained as fats from oils and fats in foods. PUFAs are fast with more than a single carbon-carbon double bond. These are an interesting group of FAS, well studied and extensively investigated for their health benefits. For example of their reported beneficial effect include anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, cardioprotective, and anti-atherosclerotic effect. Different types of fish, including anchovies, salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, tuna, and trout, and marine mammal are uniquely rich source of PFAS. Like on the table 1.8, next, Winnie. Phytochemicals are a group of plant secondary metabolites value for the health benefits, like radical scavenger and quencher of singlet oxygen. Photochemicals possess a broad spectrum of health benefits and have been shown to safely suppress pro-inflammatory pathways, reduce density lipoprotein, cholesterol, protect against damage caused by LDL cholesterol, and reduce the risk of atherosclerosis or plaque build-up in arteries that can lead to heart attacks or stroke. Phytoestrogens are plant-derived phenolics compounds that are structurally and/or functionally similar to mammalian estrogen. Phytoestrogen may play an important role in obesity and diabetes by improving glucose control and insulin resistant via pancreatic insulin secretion mechanism. Phytoestrogens are also particularly important in women's health, and their role includes reducing the risk of osteoporosis, heart disease, breast cancer, and menopausal symptoms, and many things. Next, Vinny. Fiber, also known as a non-starch polysaccharides, is derived from the cell walls of plants such as cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. As with other carbohydrates, its primary function is to provide energy. Fiber, further classified as soluble, like food, gums, or hydrocolloids, and pectin, and insoluble, like cellulose and hemicellulose. Soluble fiber affect glucose and lipid absorption into the bloodstream by lowering serum cholesterol. As you can see on table 1.16, the table provides the amount of fiber content on cereal grains. Next,
I will continue, yeah. And then this is the high fiber foods. As we know, maybe we also know about pear, apple, broccoli, split peas, barley is a high fiber food. Fiber food is also, if we want to know, like it has, if it's a vegetable, it's a crunchy fruit such as apple, pear, like that. And then next is prebiotics and probiotics. We also often hear about probiotics and probiotics, but that's all different. Probiotics and prebiotics and probiotics have received tremendous interest and have found wide application in the food industry, as is evident in consumer acceptance and the volume of production worldwide. The FYO or WHO define probiotics is live microorganism that when administered in adequate amount confer a health benefit on the host, while a prebiotic has been defined as a non-digestible food ingredients that beneficially affect the host by selectively stimulating the growth or activity of one or a limited number of bacteria in the colon, and thus improves host health. The importance of probiotic and prebiotics as nutraceutical and functional food stems from their ability to improve intestinal microflora and to reduce and inhibit the growth of pathogenic strains such as E. coli and Salmonella, known for their roles in causing infectious disease in the GI tract, allergic disorder, and diarrhea and inflammatory bowel disease. So this is the different food between prebiotics and probiotics. Yeah, this one is also okay. And then production of nutraceuticals and functional food. So, but nutraceuticals and functional food may be produced with the same ingredients in various formats to meet specific psychological requirement and needs to target groups. As an example, functional foods may be formulated as liquid shakes for infants and senior citizens and as solids for adults. Liquid food permit easy ingestion in infants and children, whereas the solid form may be more convenient for adults. Processing technologies used in the development of nutraceutical and functional food ingredients often strive to improve product bioavailability or create novel foods enriched with isolated and concentrated fraction of the bioactive ingredients. For example, for production, so basically in the book, it's so many production that explain there, but we choose one for the example like lycopene in tomatoes can be concentrated by processing into juice, sauce, or paste as ketchup, spaghetti, and pizza sauce. And then cereal grains such as oats are milled into powder or used for porridge. Rolled oats, and then the ho- the house the house outgrowth steam and rolled into fat flakes, and then muesli cereals mixture of uncooked rolled oats, nuts, and fresh or dried fruit, sorry, and then baked goods, bread, muffin, and cakes, toppings on pastry and dessert, pasta and noodles, soups as the meat extender in meat products, sausage, burger, nuggets, and meatballs. So many things that uh, like cereal gains can be made, and then in processing it affects the quality or and properties of bioactive ingredients to different extents with varying nutritional implication. Fish oil refining process such as neutralization, deguming, and winterization help to improve sensory attributes such as of flavor and of taste and safety, but they may also lead to chemical reactions such as azotoxidation, hydrolysis, isomerization, polymerization, and pyrolysis, which can influence the quality of the oil. Current formulation trends and modern marketplace. So, combined with thriving and still large untapped market for some of these nutraceuticals and functional food manufacturing seeking higher profit margin from the sale of these food products are using various formulation and production technologies to expand the growth of the opportunity. So basically, as we know that we made the functional food or nutraceutical food is for trend and also for business as well. And then additionally, manufacturers are looking for alternative improved methods to the current labor intensive and time consuming purification procedure that must meet strict quality standards. Manufacturers are using superior handling techniques to improve stability during processing and to enhance the recovery of the final product. In the future, new formulation and product development will likely to focus on products for healthy aging, healthy breakfast and snacking, cognitive function, muscle building, and personalized nutrition, among others. Currently, examples of popular products developed to address market needs include fortified orange juice with calcium to serve lactose intolerant consumers, soy-based product as source of protein for vegetarians, omega-enriched eggs or pasta, or perform DHA products, and products fortified with EPA and or a DHA for those who do not like seafood, or vegans, individuals who are allergic. And then for the current formulation trends seek to offer products in which natural health choices and convenience have converged. And then ready to drink or RTDT is one of the fastest growing beverage categories globally due to consumer preference and convenience. Healthy ingredient snacks are shaping us as a new consumer trend and emerging functional food market to contrast the well-known sweet and salty attributes of the snacks. So this is the table example of commercial probiotic products. So basically, so many thing or trend that can be used for the products. Okay. So the conclusion is epidemiological and clinical studies across multiple geographical locations have generally shown neutral or beneficial effect of the consumption or certain types of foods and health and wellness and reduction of risk factors for certain disease. Health conscious consumers have developed an awareness and overall positive perception of functional foods and nutraceutical products derived from such food sources, whereas much progress has been made in the last few decades in this market sector. There remains significant opportunity for further research and development. Substantiation of health claims, identification of new bioactive, robust processing technologies, and development of shelf-stable, tasty, and convenient products are examples of areas needing continued attention. Further innovation and introduction of products will well sustain health claims and therefore anticipated in the coming decades. That's all from Group 1, talk about nutraceutical foods and functional food.